Welcome everyone to the Fitz-Psg News Network, and I'm your host, Howard Finkel. Looks like the first topic we have for today, we're going to cover the game releases of the week. And guys, it looks like we've got a pretty loaded set this week. The first game we have this week is the 5th installment in the Far Cry franchise. This one takes place in the state of Montana and has you killing crazy militants and religious nutbags. Sounds like my typical Saturday night. Am I right, Barb? You know what I mean. Let's take a look right here at the trailer real quick. This game looks like it's doing pretty well. It's currently sitting at an 81 score on Metacritic with about 64 people reviewing it, so it looks as though people are enjoying it. There are some people complaining because there are microtransactions in the game. However, they are solely cosmetic, so don't feel as though you're going to have to go ahead and buy those at all. They are completely optional, and they will not take away from the story at all. The second game releasing this week is the yearly juggernaut and PS4 exclusive MLB The Show. So if you like baseball and you like hitting those touchdowns and throwing people out at the end zone... What was that? Yes. I've just been informed that's not how baseball works. Go sports. Anyway, it looks like this game is currently sitting at an 83% on Metacritic. It doesn't seem as high as some of the past year's games, and a lot of people are complaining that it seems more like a slight upgrade than an overhaul. So if you already bought 17, maybe thinking about skipping this one. Might be in your best interest. But if you need to buy them every year because you like roster updates and everything like that, might not be a bad thing. It's still not a bad game. Just looks like it's not as innovative as the past years. So let's go ahead and take a look at this game as well, see how this looks. Now we're going to take a check in weather with Trisha Takanawa. Over to you, Trish. I've just been informed that Trish has been fired and there is no weather. We're going to look to replace her. If you have a resume, go ahead and send that over to the station. We'll be looking through those to replace her. We're going to jump on over to the gaming news of the week. Now, the first title we are going to take a look at is Sea of Thieves, the Xbox One exclusive title by Rare. Now, Rare has announced that they are working on the multiple player issues that are causing people from being able to actually play the game, which is, you know, a big issue. You want people to be able to play the game. The main one was people were unable to download and play the game using the Xbox Live Gamer Pass, which has caused a lot of headaches. Now, hopefully this is enough to bring people back to the sinking ship that is Sea of Thieves, as many people are complaining that the title does not feel like a $60 game and more like an alpha release. So hopefully the devs can continue to fix these issues and also go ahead and continue to add more content. If not, it looks as though Xbox might have their own No Man's Sky on their hands. Yikes. Now the next topic is going to have LEGO fans rejoicing. The leaked information has officially been confirmed, and the ever-growing titles of LEGO games is going to have a new edition. On June 15th, we're going to be able to suit up as our favorite superheroes and kick evil's butt as the Incredibles. I know I'm excited. All I need to know is, where did I put my super suit? I know I have it around here somewhere.
Where is my super suit?
Super suit. Super suit. It might be in the dry cleaning. That's unfortunate. Anyway, it's looking as though the title will release on all major consoles, including the Nintendo Switch and the PC, so no one's going to be left out on this. No word on if there's going to be any differences between the versions, but it seems as though they all should be identical, as all of the consoles are pretty similar. And we have reached the last topic of the day, and that is going to be the hype train that just does not seem to have an end in sight, and I am talking about Fortnite and PUBG. Now, if you've been living under a rock and you have no idea what either of these games are, please keep it that way. It's for the better. Now, the news is both titles have released a mobile version of the game. So if there weren't enough reasons to be constantly glued to your cell phone, as we already are, add one more to the list, because now we can play those games on the fly. Now, PUBG does have one leg up. They did release the game for both Android and iOS at the exact same time, whereas Fortnite is only currently on iOS. And they're doing some weird stuff where it's by invite and things like that, so it isn't as full of a release. Since Fortnite was only released on iOS, this dealt a huge blow to the Fortnite player base. But there's one thing that PUBG does not have, and that is the support of the rap god and king of flow himself, Drake. You're only going to find him online sniping noobs on Fortnite. You won't find him on PUBG. Now, both games continue to break record after record, and let's take a look at the meter here and see how much I care. That's right. That is exactly right there. Well, folks, that's everything we have for you this week. Until next week, I'm your host, Howard Finkel, signing off. Good game and good night.